Hey everybody, Plasma 1945 here, and we are 1 month away from Top Gun coming out on DVD. So this means that we are going to roll out a MiG-28 and crush capitalism in our capitalist F-5E on Growling Sidewinder. This is actually a true challenge for any pilot, and that is to fly an F-5 or a MiG-21 on Growling Sidewinder, a server which is filled with F-18s and Su-27s as well as F-16s that are throwing AIM 120s at you at 30 miles. Well, to go up in an F-5 is a personal and fun challenge, and we are going to get a splash on an F-14 Tomcat here. Now, what's interesting is I am saying let's crush capitalism, but the F-5 was a plane that was privately funded. That's right. The aircraft that was iconic in Top Gun as the MiG-28 and as an enemy of the capitalist Tom Cruise was actually a pure capitalist investment and invention in the late 50s, early 60s, privately funded and built up as a lower cost aircraft for the allied nations of the West. So an interesting fact, but let's get away from history and get back into the flight here. Standard takeoff, I've got two Sidewinder P5-2s on my wings. Basically, that's the best you can get with the F-5E. And I've got a single tank. Doing a quick buzz over to Tbilisi after taking off from Vaziani, dropping a flare and showing those flankers that I am the real MiG-28. Alright, skimming along, getting nice and low here towards the north. Really the only place where you can survive long enough in a MiG-28, aka the F-5, is by going into the valleys and staying off of the enemy data links. As soon as the enemy has you on their data link and has a lock on you, you are in real trouble. The F-5 does not have too many chaff or flares, so you have to be careful about using them, making sure that you don't get spotted on either radars, data links, or when you're flaring and chaffing. There's a friendly flanker right next to me that just got splashed by an F-14 Tomcat. The Tomcat was flying out of the north and fired a Phoenix, taking out a flanker which was going down in flames in front of me. And what's interesting is, as you can hear, my missile's actually picking up the F-14 as he's making a turn in the valley in front of me and starts to beeline north. Unfortunately, the track file did not properly save and my airplane in the replay crashes here, but you're going to get my cockpit camera with the original view and voice, and you're also going to get the TAC view on the side. So as you can see, the F-14 that splashed the friendly flanker has gone back north and he's making a turn. As you listen to the BRAA reports, you're actually going to be able to figure out where they are. So remember, on the very right it's 090, on the very bottom it's 180, on the very left it's 270. As the aircraft, the F-14 passes in and out cover of the AWACS, he does pop up and I get brief reports on him. And right here, as I'm looking left, looking right, just trying to visually spot him, there he goes. There's the F-14. I see its unique outline. It is that triangle shape, wings folded, hard turn to the left. Trying to get on a 6. He is diving and it's very hard to see him. Just lost sight of him. I don't know if he had seen me. He did fire a missile there on somebody. I don't think that was on me. And I'm going to make a guess at this point that he is going to run the valley back to the north, because that's what I would do. I would not fly into the SAMs and other potential aircraft coming in from the south. Looking at the TAC view after the fact, I had the correct hunch here. All I got is my eyeballs. I'm looking around and I'm just seeing, did he go left? Now, at this point, I know I'm going to get into a dogfight. Switch down to all pylons and then jettison stores. This gets rid of my drop tank, so I'm a little bit more slick. And then, of course, return the switch back to the center position so that you're able to fire your missiles. Hectically looking around. Looking for anything that I can see with my eyeballs here. .279 480, that can't be it. It's too far away. 279 will be somewhere on my left. There it is, 16148. So if you look at the layout, 180 is to the bottom, which means that 16148 would have been somewhere to the right or behind me. Pretty close, and Cold guessing that he is flying towards the base that I just came out of. That's all I needed to make that turn. Just a note, guys, there's going to be a blink and you miss moment. Just before I shoot the missile, I'm going to check the map to make sure there's no friendlies in front of me. Watch this. Alright, it's on. I've also got Nomad. He just got to the server. He's kind of watching over my shoulder in spectator mode. There's a tone. My plane picks up something on my nose by the sidewinder. I see the shot. Uncage the missile. Fox 2.
Oh!
No chance. The P5 just can't turn that well. It's not an AIM-9X or even an AIM-9M. All I can do is crank as hard as I can right.
There he is. High. 12 o'clock high.
Nomad spots him, calls him high. There's Tone. Fox 2.
Oh, you got him!
Splash. Let's watch that in super slow motion. P5 missile tracks the target. Impact to the face. And this is a MiG-28 taking down an F-14 Tomcat. As you can see here, there's actually an AIM-9 from him that flies right by my cockpit. I got lucky.
Where'd he go? I don't think he blew up. He's damaged.
Looks like the enemy missile went for flares. But his airplane got hit by a friendly Su-27. Although I didn't get the kill, I did get the initial splash, and I'm going to consider that a successful flight in the F5. Alright guys, hopefully you enjoyed this video. A couple little tips in there, and if you have any questions, drop them in the comments. Always happy to answer whatever I possibly can. Fly safe everybody. Plasma 1945 out.